So I was browsing through Amazon Prime because I needed something to watch while I was eating, like the true iPad kid I am. And I happened to come across this movie called Butter. So if you haven't seen Butter for yourself and you do want to go watch it, I do recommend you do so because I'm about to spoil the whole thing right now. But if you don't care, then let's just get straight into it. So the movie starts out like any other cliche movie with the main character narrating what he's doing and what's going on.
Most people would say the website is where this wild ride began. But for me, it started 2 days earlier in front of the TV watching the news.
Oh yeah, and real quick, he's like insanely good at the saxophone for no reason. They don't really explain it, he just kind of is. But yeah, this is Butter. And basically the whole thing with Butter is that he's very insecure about his weight. His mom feels guilty about it.
When it came to feeding me, Mom bounced between whole grain and whole fat, vegetables and cupcakes, hope and resignation. She'd love to feed me, but felt guilty, like she was a bad mother for letting me get so big.
And his dad just kind of doesn't acknowledge him at all, which, base dad, by the way.
When I started growing out, he didn't know what to do with me. He eventually stopped talking to me altogether.
But yeah, as a result, he kind of just stays to himself. He does have a few friends, like this dude named Tucker he met at like a fat camp.
Tucker? Holy shit, man!
Language.
Tuck had been my bunkmate every summer for 3 years at FitFab. Fit and fabulous.
His doctor is like super chill and nice to him all the time.
Good morning, buddy. Hey. You know, they tell me not to hug, but I can't help it. I'm a hugger. You know, it is what it is.
But he mainly fucks with the music teacher, Professor Dunn.
Professor Dunn was the music teacher. Everyone called him the Professor because he played with the Boston, Philadelphia, and the New York symphonies. He had the highest degree from Juilliard. He was the coolest dude I knew.
And Mr. Dunn pretty much just wants Butter to be in his band class because Butter is basically Charlie fucking Parker. If you don't know who Charlie Parker is, he's basically just this famous saxophonist. Yeah. I don't really know how else to describe him. As you can tell by Butter's physique, he's chronically online. However, that works in his favor, as he suddenly found himself talking to this girl named Anna, who he deemed the prettiest girl in school.
Hey, handsome.
Perfect, sweet, sexy Anna. I'd met her on this online social app. Hey, beautiful. She was the prettiest girl in school. Naturally, I didn't tell her I'm the fat guy with the oversized desk in the back of your comp class. Wanna chat?
Butter likes Anna, and he's texting her on this chat log, borderline catfishing her, into thinking he's this super yoked jock named PJ. And let me tell you, she was eating that shit up. He was simping for her hard, and she loved that shit. Homeboy even wrote her a whole ass song, man.
I fall asleep listening to your song every night. Never had anyone write a song for me. When am I gonna hear you played in person?
So at school the next day, Anna had this to say.
I have, for the first time, found what I can truly love. I found you.
Yikes. Anyway, later that day at lunch, Anna got mad at one of her friends over some most likely to blog that some kids made about their school, and she basically just got mad because her friend was talking all kinds of shit. Well, basically, Butter saw this happen, and when he saw that Anna was walking away, he ran up to her, kind of basically outing himself. But it's okay, because Anna didn't seem to notice.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, she's fine, Butter. Why don't you waddle back to the big and tall section?
So he embarrasses himself, then he eats his feelings, then rightfully pukes them back out. Which brings us to the plot. Took us a minute to get there, huh? So remember that blog I had mentioned? Well, it turns out a lot of people have made suggestions about a lot of different classmates. And it turns out that Butter's classmates think he's most likely to have a heart attack. Alright, let's pause for a second. I know that category alone is just crazy, but let me just read you some of these comments, alright? He's as big as a house. What a fat ass douchebag, I wish he would die. I bet he weighs 500 pounds, top that. Dude is so fat he couldn't even ride a bus. I hate him. Jesus Christ. Like, that is an insane thing to say about another person, let alone a classmate you actively go to school with. but I digress. So while he's reading the comments, he reads one that triggers a flashback to his nickname's origin story. And let me tell you, it's not good.
Then I saw this. A tub of butter? No puking? God, what bullshit. That was not what happened.
So I'll spare you his narration and just tell you how he got it. He was trying to eat healthy, so he went to basically Subway to get a salad, and everything was cool until bro right here tried to get him to buy some bread. Butter trying to be healthy wasn't having it, and instead of the cashier doing his job like a normal fucking person, he decided to get offended, and Butter just straight up left. He said, keep your fucking salad. So later the workers pull up on Butter while he's by himself, and they force this motherfucker to eat a stick of fucking butter. Which, first of all, hey yo. Second of all, that's a crazy punishment for something so minuscule, because Butter even offered to pay for the food he didn't take, you know? But whatever. He ate the butter and the name stuck.
Kid, what's your name anyway? His name's Butter.
Hey boys, come on, let's go.
Guys, I know right now you're probably feeling bad for Butter, but let me tell you, don't. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but fuck Butter, bro. This dude is cool as shit, man. He got a nice ass car, a nice ass house, a loving, supporting family, or at least a mom, you know what I mean? He is just so insecure, he won't even give himself the chance for people to like him, you know what I mean? And you know what he does? He threatens to fucking kill himself. Bro, I kid you not. My man Butter saw one comment saying he should die, and he was like, bet. Bro, oh my god. So he makes his fucking website basically to announce his final meal because he's tired of being bullied, which, you know, it's a little understandable, but, you know, there's better ways to go about it. But, you know, at the same time, this bitch Anna started messaging him, talking about some, oh, JP, you're so cool and shit, when can we meet?
Ugh, I have to meet you, JP. Have you thought about when?
And Butter tells her, you know what? I'll pull up on you on New Year's Eve, which is also the same day he plans to go out with a bang, or a mukbang, if you will. I hate me too, I understand. He posted a link to this website on the Most Likely To blog that everyone was talking shit about him on, and that shit went viral quick. Like, half the school heard about it. Like, because the next day, when Butter goes to school, like, damn near everybody start acting different.
Man, check him out.
Morning, Butter.
I'm sorry.
About what?
Your final meal.
I gotta go.
It's kind of funny to me that he's like surprised people looked at the post and are now like treating him differently. It's like, bro, you just threatened to kill yourself. What did you expect? Like a fucking weirdo, Butter starts to fuck with all the attention he's getting. Side note, guys, for me, this is where I feel like we truly begin to lose the plot just a little bit. So far this movie had been depicting what I'd say is a realistic portrayal of what it's like to be bullied, especially for something like your weight. But now they're just throwing all that shit out the window because they introduce you to these two characters, Trent and Parker. And all you need to know about these two douchebags is that they're friends with Jeremy, which is Butter's main like bully. And they actually really want Butter to go through with his suicide plan.
I don't really want the parents or the teachers to know about it, so can we...
No, that's not gonna happen, okay? Anyone who narcs on you can hear it from us.
So yeah, fuck these guys. Trent and Parker basically befriend Butter as they see us as like his final moments on Earth.
Have a seat.
Yeah, we all moved your bench so you can sit with us.
We didn't all move it.
Quit your crying, dude.
Wait, so what's the deal?
We just thought that you wouldn't want to sit alone.
We're a pretty fun group. Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. This little suicide threat leveled Butter up. He is hanging with a cool crowd now. Like, bro, he code switched immediately. Bro. He got bitches in the whip. He's bumping rap music. He don't even listen to rap music. Anyway, he went out bowling. He got a strike and he started showing out. He started cracking jokes to Anna like they're old friends.
Why, thank you. You can call me Butter Barishnikov.
Aw, and you're funny. We should all hang out again soon.
Yeah, why not?
Night.
Later.
And oh my god, did he put on some Ultra Boost? Oh Lord, bro. He done changed up on us. And no one notices it. No one notices it more than his mom does.
Are those new clothes?
Yeah, Ma.
Where'd you get them?
At the mall with friends.
You look really nice. So who are these new friends of yours?
Will you stop treating me like a baby?
His dad low-key like likes this shit. This is like the first time he took his one eye off that damn paper. Jeez. Anyway, Trent and Parker try to set him up with Anna since they all know he's got a thing for her.
Anna McGinn? Yeah. Okay, good luck, dude. No one could pry open that clamshell.
Butter, I know you feel like you might be a little too big to get with Hannah. I mean, look at it this way, you gotta be better looking than that troll face she's dating on the internet.
Then randomly, he gets pressed by these band kids. Rightfully so, though. These kids were the only ones with a good head on their shoulders. They say they saw him enjoying life too much and called him out for being a liar.
The hell are you staring at? The liar? What'd you call me?
Was it a lie?
Butter tries to roleplay Jeremy
Blow your instruments, or better yet, go blow it out your ass.
Excuse me.
and gets humbled immediately.
I expect a lot more from you.
Professor,
Back to Trent and Parker, they throw this crazy ass pool party at Parker's house and just watch this bullshit.
yeah, I mean, if you want, we can, like, after the party, go to the coffee house or the library. We can go back to your place or mine or...
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, this party's kind of lame. You wanna leave in 10? We can go to my place.
I lost my mind when she said that shit, bro. What? Go back to your place, bruh? What do you mean go back to your place? Like, what the fuck? Bruh. Butter shot from like fucking half court and that bitch was green, bro. I don't understand it. So then they leave the party, and as they're driving, Anna discovers that Butter listens to the same underground artist as she does. You know, I thought that would further prove that like he's PJ, but nope, she doesn't seem to think anything of it. So Butter takes her to this beautiful spot his dad used to take him as a kid, and she keeps teasing him, man.
This is like the perfect makeout spot. Oh, no. No, sorry. Not with you. I'm sorry. Not with you. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I know that hurt. Respect to Butter for trying though, that's all I can say. And now, we're about to get a montage of Butter just doing random shit with Trent and Parker. Like, speed in a car, jump off a cliff into some water, getting a fucking tattoo, like, and in the fucking strip club. Like, bro, I'm sorry, I have to bring this up. But what kind of fuck-ass town just lets high schoolers get tattoos and lets them go to strip clubs in the middle of the day? Oh my god. So it's Christmas time now, and I'm pretty sure they only include this in the movie so we know that it's basically like a week from when Butter is supposed to, you know, do what he's supposed to do. Also to show us that Butter's dad secretly fucks with his music. I didn't really mention it before, but Butter has an allergy to strawberries. And that's why they focus on him right here. And not to like encourage him or anything, but don't you think if you're going to try to end your life by way of eating, you might want to include the food you know your body just like can't take? Like strawberries are like one of the last things he put on the list, when he could have just had a few of those, and I feel like it would be just as effective. Guys, we finally made it. It's New Year's Eve. Yes, we fucking made it. Butter got on the keyboard warrior fit. He pulled up with the intention to wow Anna, because you gotta remember, she's expecting PJ, who we all know is Butter. So Butter has his master plan. He's gonna get his sax out the car, he's gonna play Anna that song he wrote her, and then she's finally gonna realize that it's him, they're gonna fall in love, happily ever after. Sounds good, right? Here's what actually happened. Anna hears the song, and it finally clicks in her head that Butter is PJ. And boy, is she pissed.
Anna, just let me explain, please. Just...
It got quiet in there so fast. So what do you think Butter does next? Well, if you guessed run home and go try to kill himself, you guessed right. But not before getting into a little scrap with Jeremy.
Don't you have something you gotta do tonight? Right? Oh, where are those butterballs now, huh?
And yes, critical thinkers like me were probably thinking the same thing. What about his car? He just left that shit there. Like in the middle of all the other cars too. Like what an asshole. This motherfucker goes live. And this fucking motherfucker Parker, he just puts it on the TV in the living room so everyone can watch. Guys, let's be serious for a second. I know this is a movie. I know it's not real. But can we please acknowledge how actually insane it is to do that? Just like how actually crazy. Just for a second, just think about how deranged you have to be to put on a classmate's suicide broadcast at a fucking New Year's Eve party. Butter starts eating, and the audacity of everyone to look concerned. Like, they all look so surprised, it's crazy. Like, they act like they haven't been goading him to do this for the past month. Butter eats, and only really when he gets to strawberries does it now become a problem for him. He starts to choke up, and fuck me, he really still ate the stick of butter. Damn. Most sensible people already left the room, and they saw that shit on the TV, and they just fucking left. Fucking Anna's a mess. It's kind of funny, but not really. And we cut to Butter in the hospital, and Anna's here already, and really only just to make things worse.
This morning before I came here, I sat at my computer for an hour, waiting for him to come online.
You didn't believe I was JP.
I didn't want to believe it. But then I realized if I wanted to talk to JP, I would have to come here and talk to him to his face.
What do you want to say to him?
That I hate him.
I really think there was only like one more realistic scene in this movie, so I'll just let it play right now.
I knew you were suffering, but I didn't know you didn't want to live anymore. You could have told me.
Mom, you can't blame yourself.
I'm trying to stop tormenting myself. I want you to know that life can and will get better. And you are not alone. There are so many people out there going through bad times. And there are so many people here that love you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Now we can get into what's really my main gripe with this movie. As a result of the suicide attempt, everyone's kind of easier on Butter. His mom tries not to baby him as much.
No funny face?
Because you're not a baby anymore.
His dad even talks to him now.
While you're here in the hospital, your mom and I think the focus should be on getting you better. But until then, I thought you would like to have this.
Kids at school want to be his friend. His music teacher is basically offering him a scholarship.
He'll be in town next month and he's willing to hear you play. Now, if he likes what he hears, he can recommend you for an audition to Juilliard.
His life seems to be really turning around for the better, which is all well and good until you remember why it's like that. Because if you think about it, his life wasn't that much different before. It's just that now that he's done that, you know, people are treating him differently. And I'm just not sure that's something we should be imprinting onto people. You know, maybe don't show us a movie where someone who tried to kill themselves, just life got automatically better because of it, you know? Especially if the driving factor of his decision was because he got caught catfishing and he didn't get what he wanted, you know? Because up until Anna had rejected him, he had been pretty keen on not going through with the suicide. It wasn't until the party where Anna said that she hated him that he rediscovered his motivation. And it all seems for naught when, especially at the end of the movie, he still ends up with Anna.
I thought you were done with me. I mean, that goodbye...
I said goodbye to JP. We just need a reset button. So hi, I'm Anna.
Nice to meet you, Anna. I'm Marshall.
Marshall.
I spent an awful lot of time blaming other people for my problems. But when it came down to making the decision between life and death, it was my own mistakes that pushed me over the edge. Doc Bean was right. There is no shame in talking with someone to get help. Mom, Dad, and the professor were there for me. But I told the lies that backed me into a corner, which led me to make the biggest mistake of all. But I survived that mistake. And the payoff was this second chance. A big cosmic do-over. I could audition for Juilliard and possibly secure a spot at the most prestigious school of music in the country. Or next year, I could attend the Institute with the support of Mom and Dad. I felt comforted by the fact that I had options. Frightening, risky, intimidating options, but they were my options. My opportunities to choose from. I will never back myself into a corner again.
I'm not sure we should perpetuate the idea that the after effects of suicide attempts are so positive. Not to say that life can get better after something so dark, but mainly that it not always does. Guys, if you ever feel, suicidal thoughts, anything like that, please talk to someone about it. You are never alone. All that corny shit people always tell you, it's corny for a reason, because it's true. You're never alone. There's always people that want to help you, that want to see you do good, even if it doesn't feel like it. Butter, he had it made pretty much. He had a nice home, he had a nice car. If he wanted to, he could have made friends. Those same people that liked his stuff still like his shit. It's just that now he was more open about sharing it. That's why people were involved with it now, because you let them in, Give yourself a chance before giving up. And that's pretty much, that's the kind of message I wish this movie would have portrayed. But it's kind of it was on the cusp of it. Didn't quite reach it. But all in all, I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, which is kind of arbitrary, but if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a solid 7. I'd watch it again. It's funny, if anything. If you want to just get a quick laugh, it's funny because it's pretty absurd, just the stuff that happens. Because, if kids bully, if people were talking like that online, immediately the cops would get involved. It's just, in the real world, it would never get this far. But it's a funny little movie. If you enjoyed me watching, or if you enjoyed me summarizing this movie for you, let me know so I could do more stuff like this. This is just my first attempt, me doing something like this. I seen this movie and I just kind of had to talk about it. So yeah, be on the lookout for more stuff like this. Again, I mentioned it before, but I stream here on YouTube and on Twitch pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. So if you got some time, come hang out. I'll be there. But yeah, that's pretty much from me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.